Asthma is a respiratory disease that affects approximately 10% of Ghana's 31+ million population. It is an airway attack that comes from the immune system, causing chronic inflammation and a narrowing of the airways. Sufferers may experience shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, and sometimes wheezing. 28-year-old Josiah Yarnie Tetteh suffers from asthma. Josiah, like many asthma patients, has had to change his way of life to accommodate the mandatory wearing of masks to avoid the hefty penalty accompanying flouting the EI.
Mostly I always have it on, but I have my inhaler too around in case of anything. Yeah, I just use it. What I know is corona mostly affects breathing, and on a normal day I have difficulties in breathing, so I'd have to be extra careful not to die this young. Yeah.
Josiah is a photographer. On a typical day, he spends more than 8 hours on a project with a client. Josiah has no option than to dutifully be in his mask. He says having the protective gear on for such long hours exacerbates his asthma.
Mostly I'm not able to breathe well. Sometimes when it's very cold, I'm not able to breathe well. Yes, and I have headaches, chest pains, pains in the ribs as well too. Yeah. So there's something like kind of a tension in my chest and my ribs, so then I just have to go for my inhaler.
Josiah's asthma is triggered by dust. He does not seem to have issue wearing the mask when he's sedentary, but when he has to go out and when he's working, it puts more pressure on his breathing. Asthmatics are part of the at-risk population, and family physician specialist Dr. Dazi explains the benefits of wearing the mask.
Yes, so during this COVID pandemic, asthma patients are not particularly at higher risk of contracting the disease. But when they do get the disease, they are at higher risk of getting more sick, and they also are at higher risk of dying from the disease. So a person who has asthma has to be more careful in these times, especially in regards to preventing himself or herself from getting the disease in the first place.
Being mandatory and as a protective tool, Josiah encouraged other asthmatic patients to wear their mask to keep safe.
Yes, I know we wouldn't feel comfortable when wearing the mask, and we can't really breathe well too, but Ghana needs us alive and we also need ourselves alive. So let's just keep wearing them and just play safe.
Nanama Anna Bempong reporting for GH1 News.